Yo guys, it's your boy Arj back again with even more Dragon Ball Super news, updates and spoilers as always. And obviously I'm going to be talking about what this title is because we've got a date now for Jump Festa and what that means for the anime announcement. I'm going to give you all the evidence for that and why everyone is talking about and excited about it. But we've also got this V-Jump scan that's on your screen right now of the Saiyan family tree that I'm going to go into. It's got some little tidbits, a lot of it you already know, but you know, all of this in Shintani's work. And a new V-Jump scan here, which doesn't reveal much either. But on top of that, we've also got these character profiles of characters you would have seen from the movie. So we got Beats here, King Vegeta, Bardock, and Gene. So I'm going to go into those as well, and especially this one, because there's a little bit of an interesting reveal here for Beats, which goes all the way into the trailer. I'll get into that in a minute, but first let's talk about the title of this video, and that is to do with Jump Festa, the Dragon Ball Super anime's return and release date, and their announcement date, sorry. So Jump Festa, how much have I been talking about this? You guys know I've been talking about this a lot of YouTubers have been talking about it, Geekdom, Unreal, and we've all been talking about it, and it's because at Jump Festa, Dragon Ball Super has a panel, and as we knew, these panels are only consistent with anime which are already ongoing. It's always anime that are ongoing on TV right now, and they're on. As we know, Dragon Ball Super ended, but they suddenly have a new panel. Now beforehand, people were thinking maybe it's just to do with the Broly movie, but we now have a date, and it is the 22nd of December. As we know, that is after the Broly movie has been released in Japan. So this event is not going to be any sort of promotional event for the Broly movie. This is going to be new stuff. Now when you couple this with the fact the new arc of Dragon Ball Super has already begun on the manga, as we know, we got the Galactic Patrol Prisoner arc, which is in full on my channel. You can go read if you want as well. It's out. We got theories, we got characters, new characters, old characters, all kinds of things going on. This event on the 22nd of December, I think to the 23rd, is going to be the time where they start talking about the anime, which is bound to be returning in 2019. Now another little fact to take away is that when Dragon Ball Z initially ended, they were no longer on any sort of Jump Festa. They had no panels for anything. They were just cut. But on the eve of when Dragon Ball Super was confirmed to be returning back again, they suddenly were appearing on Jump Festa, just as they are right now when we are all predicting that Dragon Ball Super will be returning. So the 22nd of December to 23rd is going to be a special Christmas for us guys, because mark my words, Dragon Ball Super the anime is going to be announced on this date. Additionally, I just wanted to point out also on the 2nd of December we're going to get a 1-hour special for the Broly movie. So trust me, considering that's on the 2nd December and the Jump Festa panels on the 22nd, it is definitely going to be about the anime. But yeah, right, so that's all the evidence for that. Now let's go into these character bios. I forgot to mention also, I'm going to go into the new Broly leaked images. If you didn't know and you don't want to be spoiled, there's a whole load of leaked images for certain characters that, I don't know, if you haven't read about them, then you're going to find out in this video. I will put a disclaimer before that happens. It's probably going to happen at the end of this video, so I'll put a timestamp for you to skip to that bit. But let's go through this, because this is very interesting what I found out here. So the first thing is Beats. So Beats is a Saiyan living on planet Vegeta. He's not a fighter. He's a staff member in Spaceship Arrival and Departure faction. Now, if you didn't know, this is the guy that accompanies Paragus to find Broly. Now, what's so interesting about this, obviously there's new images of what he looks like and all that, and there's all these theories about Broly kills him and stuff like that. We don't know for sure. It's not really mentioned in any spoilers or what happens to him. But what I can say is that he's a staff member in Spaceship Arrival and Departure faction. And when I look at the trailer, he's one of these guys. This is where he comes onto the spaceship. So but Paragus may not even know that he got followed. This guy might just literally just follow him for no reason. I have no idea. But yeah, I can also tell from this fanny pack that he's got on that he is also in this this faction, this group. So this is exactly where he'd be. He'd be having this mask on. He'd have these lightsabers or whatever they are, and he would be coming from this group. So that's a little explanation to his background. That's cool. We've also got information on King Vegeta. So King Vegeta, voice actor Banjo Jinga, that's an interesting name. King of the Saiyans and father of Vegeta. He hates King Cold, who uses Saiyans as puppets, and Frieza. Good. Interesting. King Cold, evil ruler. Let me just see if it skips to him. Oh, new images of King Vegeta. He looks cooler here than he does in the actual like movie. If you've seen what he's seen like in the trailers, he looks cooler here. King Cold, evil ruler who rules over the Saiyans and makes them obey. Father of Frieza, led the Cold Army, predecessor of the Frieza Army. Okay, so the Frieza Army, I guess the Cold Army is what predecessed the Frieza Army. Okay, interesting. God damn, his feet are fucking massive. Anyway, yeah, images of King Cold, and then we have stuff on Bardock and Gine. So, Bardock, Masako Nozawa. Oh, I think that's also the voice actor of Goku, isn't it? So, voiced by the same person. Interesting. Saiyan living on planet Vegeta, father of Son Goku Kakarot, only one to suspect of Frieza's plan, as we knew from DB-. Gine, a Saiyan living on planet Vegeta, mother of Son Goku Kakarot. She has a kind personality, which is rare for Saiyan. So giving some sort of backstory and explanation to why Kakarot, aka Goku, has that kind personality that comes out after he knocks his head. He basically taps into Gine's personality. So that's all cool. I guess there's more snapshots of her head. Interesting. So that's that. We also have, as I showed you, these new little scans. I believe they're from the V-Jump. These courtesy of DBS Chronicles. So I don't know any of this is saying, but it's just information on the trailer. No new pictures or anything either on the side. But here we have this new page, which is a Saiyan family tree. Now, some people are wondering, is any new information being posted here and these little links and stuff like that? It's literally nothing. This just means obey with a question mark, because Paragus, as we know, doesn't obey King Vegeta in the end. There is some discussion right now still whether King Vegeta sent Broly away to save him from Frieza, or because Broly's power level was too high and he was jealous. There's actually a bit of a discussion on both of those, so that's still something to be revealed when we actually watch the movie for ourselves. But yeah, and then the other one says Bardock obeys King Vegeta, so he does not forsake King Vegeta at all. He obeys him till the very end. They also seem to be on the same level in terms of their hierarchy as well, and Gine just, you know, the wife of Bardock and the mother of Goku. Now there's images here, interestingly, of Gohan, who was not in the movie. I don't know about this art. It's looking a bit like Yamamura's art, not really Shintani's, but there's a bit of a debate going on Twitter about that. You let me know in the comments which art style you think. I don't know, because there's this image of Pan here, but then obviously this is the new Brad, the new Bulla, who is older, which only appears in the Broly movie, and she looks very similar to the art style seen here for Pan. So I'm not sure. It's up for debate. Let me know down below. And also, what's very interesting here, in this family tree, they have left out Tarbal. Now, Tarbal is supposed to be canon, but he's not here. He is completely cut out. So I don't know what that is about. But yeah, Tarbal is not mentioned at all whatsoever. He's not even mentioned in the Broly movie as far as we can tell as well. So yeah, that's that information. And now I want to go on to the spoilers. So, spoiler alert, disclaimer, don't watch this because there's going to be images here as well as like reveals of what's going to happen in the movie. So don't. But I also want to show you some background. So some of you may have actually seen this. I think some new images are actually released here now as well, in case you haven't seen that Bardock one. But yeah, so it's all from this guy. I'm just going to show you a little clip of what he's like, because it's pretty funny. Yeah, so these Japanese guys, funny as hell. But yeah, apparently he is the actual source of these leaks. Somehow his video has not been taken down, but I think his Twitter was suspended, which is the reason why I didn't post any of this, because I thought Toei were going to go hard on it, but obviously, evidently, they're not. But I'm just going to show you the source anyway, and I'm going to do it in a way where it's not going to be really like copyrightable. Anyway, so here's how it starts. He's just basically saying that he's going to give the pictures, and he does like a breakdown of how it all comes about. So for the first 25 minutes of the movie is story of an era where Broly, Vegeta were just born, and King Vegeta and Bardock will come out. So these are images from the trailer, and then it will show this image of Bardock, and this is when he's doing that move as his final stand against Frieza. I think in the background you can actually see part of Planet Vegeta, and as well as other Saiyans. So he may not be the only Saiyan, because that looks like another Saiyan there, and he's going to have his final stand just like he did back in the Bardock special. It goes on, Then the story goes back to the present era. The story is about a year after Power competition, aka Tournament of Power. Goku and Vegeta are still training as usual. We knew that already. At the same time, Frieza's fellow Chi-Lai and Limo find Broly on planet Bumper and discover Broly and Paragus and take them back to the Frieza army. And here's another new image of Chi-Lai with Broly from planet Bumper. So you can tell there's a little bit of chemistry going on there. You can't see blush in her, but she's obviously eyeing him up. I don't know what they're both shocked at looking at, or what she's holding. And the background, I don't know what that red thing is, but yeah, there's a new image from the movie. Someone somehow leaked these images. I don't know what they've done. After that, Frieza and Paragus collide and will take a Dragon Ball and plan revenge on Goku and Vegeta. Then Frieza will take Broly and head to Earth. So I mean by collide, I guess they sort of make a plan together. And it looks like Frieza, I don't know why this guy cut off some of the image, but it looks like Frieza has 6 Dragon Balls. I don't think he has all 7. Evidently, they're on that icy region to find that last 7th Dragon Ball. So they have 6 there, and this is when they're talking to Goku and Vegeta on that icy plane. Shit. So, yeah, carrying on. Let's just skip these other bits. Soon after Frieza arrives on Earth, Paragus manipulates Broly and they attack Goku and Vegeta. Yep. Just trying to show you the new images. Okay, so let's just start from here. In a Broly who's turned Super Saiyan, this is after Frieza kills Paragus to make him turn Super Saiyan. They find Goku and Blue and they're winning. And living in a Blue and Goku and Vegeta, they're not enemies at all. I mean, I don't know what that really means. But yeah, here's a new image of Goku and Vegeta. And I think Frieza is here. And they're all fighting Broly. So they may have joined forces at some point. That's interesting. But then as we know, yeah, that is Frieza. As we know, at some point, Goku then grabs Vegeta and teleports the hell out of there. And this is when they land. Here is obviously a rough teleportation. They just land right in front of Piccolo, right on the floor. And Piccolo's just like, what the hell? And yeah, so they land here. And that's when they come up with the idea to, as you know, fuse and become Gogeta. But when they're fusing, they leave Frieza alone to fight Broly, who's in full power Super Saiyan, beating the absolute F out of Frieza, knocking him around like nothing. He's actually on the point of actually being like murdered near the end before Gogeta intervenes. Whis also intervenes at this point as well. Goku and Vegeta left Frieza on the spot. They warp and go to Piccolo. Frieza left on the spot was hit by Broly for a long time. The more runaway Broly will also attack Whis. I guess Whis is just standing there and Broly just notices him. Obviously he's in a rage. Just goes and attacks Whis out of nowhere. And obviously Whis dodges with ease, which is going to be a super cool scene. I can't wait to see that. I actually just can't wait. That's going to be awesome to see. I don't know why he's showing some sort of master media information here. But he's basically trying to show Gogeta eventually arrives. And this is the image of Gogeta. Yeah, Gogeta arrives. Super Saiyan Gogeta and Super Saiyan Broly were about the same abilities. Interesting. That's pretty good information. In such a case, the Broly was transformed into full power form. So now we know when Broly becomes full power Super Saiyan Broly. It's after fighting Super Saiyan Gogeta, who is at the same level as the Super Saiyan version of Broly. He then becomes the legendary form of the Super Saiyan, which is a bit weird because if you remember the trailer, it's when Broly was rising out of that hole that he looked like the legendary Super Saiyan, but maybe it was 2 separate scenes. We can't actually be sure. But yeah, that happens, and then we eventually see Gogeta Blue. Yeah, and this is our only image of Gogeta Blue, and it looks godlike. This man has outdone himself with how Gogeta looks. He looks way more epic than Vegeta would have ever looked. And yeah, epic stuff. And I think that is it for all the new information. Then he just starts playing Xenoverse for some reason. But yeah, that is it. That is all the information. I mean, a lot of people have been asking, when does Broly become legendary Super Saiyan? This kind of answers it now, but at the same time it also raises some questions with that trailer. Maybe it was like carefully manipulated and edited so that it kind of looked like he was fighting Super Saiyan Blue Goku when that happened. But evidently it's while he's fighting the legendary, well, while he's fighting Gogeta, who I guess is legendary, you know. But yeah, that was it guys for everything today. Until next video guys, cheers.